I am live on a Tuesday. I got YouTube going up on a Tuesday, but I skipped out on yesterday because I needed to rest. So I thought I'd come in on a Tuesday, and I'm like 20 minutes earlier than I usually do. So I don't know if everyone's off of work. Hey, Sissy, how are you, my dear? Happy Friday. Hey, JD. Oh, it ain't Friday. Fuck. Happy Tuesday, mother suckers. Hey, Erica. Hey, Kevin. I didn't think that you guys would be able to join me. That's something that I did yesterday. One of the reasons I was too tired to do any readings, I did my nails. And when I do my nails, it take a while because I take a smoke break in between, halfway in between. After I put the acrylic on, before I do any of the other stuff, so yeah, I did my nails yesterday and a whole bunch of other work. So I was too tired to come and do a read. I was too tired to really pull cards. Um, so that's why I'm here today. Hey, Astral. Thank you guys for the compliments to my nails. Thank you. I love a nasty red lady of the night nail now. Actually, Friday when I was on live, I actually had a ceremony going for myself, a little razzle dazzle, a little something special. It was a Venus work, because it was a Friday and I'm Venusian. And I woke up and I was like, you know what? I feel like bringing my claws out. Since I do my own nails, my entire 20s, I spent with my nails. They were never, never, never not done. Nobody ever saw my natural nails. Every 2 weeks, or sometimes sooner than that, I would get the urge and I would. But then after my divorce around 2019, I was like, you know what? I actually just want to be in this era of not wearing any nails. And I would try to, but then I just take them off and not keep them on. I have to feel nails. After this ceremony that I did on Friday, I woke up Saturday and I was like, felt like I was possessed. And something in my ear was like, bring the claws out. So I did. All right. There's been a lot going on. I'm going to fix us a drink and then we're going to see how Jay-Z and Rock Nation may respond to Miss Anna, Anna Pauline. I don't remember what I said her last name was. Let me see. Rep. Anna Luna. Okay, her name is Anna Luna. She's been coming for the heads and the necks of anybody who may have had something to do with what she believes is an injustice, a miscarriage of justice to Tory Lanez. She said, "Hi, my name is Anna. I am Caucasian. She might be a Latina, but she's Caucasian passing. I am a representative and I will co-sign the situation. I wonder if anyone's going to put me in jail for saying free Tory." And I was like, well, since Anna has entered the chat, let's just see what she has going on. And first, let me see how Rock Nation and Jay-Z feel about the situation now that it's been given new steam. This Tory Lanez situation. I was doing claws in my 20s. It started out with the coffin nails. That's what I was on first. So like I would say between 20 and 25, I was doing coffin nails. They were about this length, but I was doing the coffin shape. And then gradually the coffin tip just kept getting more pointy and round. So then between 25 and I'll say 31, it was claws. And then I'll say between 31 and now, my nails have kind of just been naked. So it kind of depends on the era. As I evolved, so did my nails. I went from, back in the day, we just had the regular square shaped nails or rectangular shaped nails. And then I went to the coffin, and then I went to the claw. And I don't think I'm going anywhere. And I actually think I'm going to return the era of keeping them done. So just more stuff for me to do. Somebody said Morgan. Did someone call Megan the Stallion Morgan, or did I read that wrong? No, you said Megan. Sissy's excited. She says, get them, Anna. Eric says, going for heads and necks. It seems like it. Y'all saw Megan crashing out? I did. I absolutely did. I'm into the XXL duck or XXL curved. Okay. My hands look so soft. They are. All right. Does it clap? It does. This is actually a snazzy dress, but I've outgrown it. I've got a little thickums, and yes, it's a shirt now. But I mean, it's a really, really, really short dress now. But thank you. Hey, Taquan. All right, you guys. Let me just look and see how Jay-Z, as the representative of Rock Nation, is feeling about this situation with Tory Lanez and Megan and Anna. And we're just checking in on him because this has picked up new steam. There's a representative named Anna Luna who has put her weight as a state representative behind Tory Lanez and the perspective of him needing another chance in court. I imagine Jay-Z would have an opinion on it. What's the kitty look like? As if you could ever. Um, Oh, Maggie. Now that's cute. Daquan, he said it's not looking good for Maggie. That actually is so cute, Maggie. I like that. I wish that she would I wish that she would call herself Maggie. I think that's so cute. If she called her, if she ever accidentally, say she went on live trying to do some PR, she went on live and she was with some friends, some close friends. It has to be friends that she's had for more than 2 years, and they went on live, and then just somebody accidentally calls her by her pet name in the background, Maggie, come here. I think that would actually be a little endearing. I think people would be like, oh, that's so cute. And for a moment, they might just be like, oh, Maggie. Because it definitely had that effect on me. So, Daquan, maybe she should hire you to be a part of her entourage as an extra. So you can be in the background of her live and be like, Maggie, come here. And then it just gets posted to the blog suddenly. And then people are like, oh, her friends call her Maggie. That means they must love her. She must be sweet or endearing for her to get. Anyway, that's just how I felt about it. But let's see how Jay-Z feels about what's going on. He could be chilling. He could be like, not my problem, not my fight. I did what I can do. He could be like, everybody. So let's see. I'm going to sip this Cabernet. Mm-mm-mm. And then get jiggy. Black. My favorite color is black. Stooked, if that's your name. It's black. That scared you. Payush. It should have. It was my scary growl. Jay got Tory stabbed. I can see it, Hannah Ali. Americans always burger and Coke. I am sipping Camus. I've got a Timalade right here and a bottle of agua, spring water, actually. And I ate shrimp for lunch. So there's that. All right. Most High Mother and Father God, thank you for all of these beautiful people in my joining me on my live today. Thank you for YouTube, for letting us be the meeting place, the tabernacle in which we come together to fellowship. Thank you for this gift that brings us together, that allows me to look into things that I have no business looking into and otherwise wouldn't have any knowledge of. Thank you for the spirit of nosiness that is upon me. Most High, I would like to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Jay-Z as he represents Rock Nation. Please allow me to conjure up the spirit, the soul, and collective energy of Hove. It's Hove. It's the Rock in here. Jay-Z, Sean Jay-Z Carter. Hove. It's the Rock in here. I don't know. It's Hove. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know it ain't where I've been, but where I'm about to go. On top of the world. Now I just want to love you. Tell me who I am. And with all this cash, more money, more problems. You forget your man. Now give it to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. What the fuck was the gushy stuff actually? Jay-Z? For real? Anybody? What was the gushy stuff? Is it when the Remy's in the system? Ain't no telling will I diss some? That's what I be yelling. I'm a pimp by blood. Hove. It's the Rock. It's the Rock. Yes. Now give it to me. Ask Beyonce. I guess it's that gushy stuff then. I feel like she'd be like, you know what it is. It's that Virgo vagina. Because you know she got a deeper voice. Well, y'all know what that gushy stuff is. That Virgo vagina. All right. Spirit, now that I am in Jay-Z's energy, how does Jay-Z and Rock Nation, his company as a whole, feel about the current turns of events in Tory Lanez case, the new representative that has gotten behind him, the evidence that they're claiming to have and threatening to release, Tory Lanez being stabbed. There's been a lot with Tory Lanez and his Tory Lanez lately, between the stabbing and then everybody's call to free him afterwards. How does Jay-Z and Rock Nation, his company, how do they feel about what's going on with Tory Lanez and Anna Luna for using her political platform to co-sign his case? Maybe you meant pearl necklace, but you said pearl, but you couldn't afford a cubic zirconia experience with me, my dear. Your spirit smells sour. You're not initiated to pearl necklace, a goddess. You don't rank high enough in any realm to do that to me. All right. Now, what is this Ace of Pentacles that is in Jay-Z's present position? I think Jay-Z is currently feeling like, okay, they're threatening to release some evidence, so do it. Just like Megan's present energy was the Two of Pentacles, Jay-Z's is the Ace of Pentacles. He's currently interested, I'll say, not concerned. I won't say there's a concern. He's currently interested in them saying, them threatening to bring forth evidence, or he's wondering where the evidence that they say they have will go. There's a gate that leads up to a garden here, and then here's the evidence. So where could this garden lead to? Where could this evidence lead to? It's just the Ace of Pentacles. So they've been saying they've been calling out the facts and the inconsistencies. But Jay-Z's concern is, okay, now what now? You guys say you have this stuff, so now what? And in the challenging position is the fact that one person or two people Jay-Z may be able to punish, allegedly, for public celebrity support for Tory, but not all these people. It seems as though one came out and said free Tory and then everybody else did. But this says the Torah. The Wheel of Fortune has Torah on it, which is the law. That means the law stepped in and made this, their cosign was what turned the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Team Rock. The law, the Torah stepping in. They have enough weight, despite all these other heavy hitters coming out to say free Tory. The law, the politician, the representative has the most weight. And so now Jay-Z is like, so now what are they going to do with the stuff that they said that they listed as issues with the case? Now what? And maybe a lot of people are saying, okay, we hear you. We see what y'all got going on, but now what? Taryn, I'm not saying he's trying to call their bluff. I'm just saying that's what he's paying attention to next. I mean, that's what he's currently paying attention to. Forget all the other stuff. Yeah, y'all say y'all got evidence, and for this to be here in Jay-Z's position as a solid, not anything like, yeah, y'all say y'all have something, but none of that can be proven. No, his current position is the evidence upright. So it makes me feel like it could go somewhere. So I don't see him, Taryn, as him calling their bluff. I think he's just paying attention now to what they're going to do with it. Because it's one thing for celebrities and stuff to come out and say, yeah, we heard this and this happen. But then when this representative gets up and calls for the governor to pay attention to the same facts that everyone else has been saying, now he's just like, okay, now where is this going? Not really calling their bluff. You know what, Hannah Ali, when I was mixing up the cards, the Ace of Cups in reverse flipped out. And so I was going to say, I think that Jay-Z's concern is that he is going to go the route of Diddy, because they have not really let up off of him. If they haven't been able to get him in one place, it seems like, every time he gets out of a battle, something else comes for him. And I said last year, I've been saying for a while that the energy of expose is coming for Jay-Z, but it would be hard to take him down. And so, yes, I do think that because of what he sees happening to Diddy and where Diddy's position and power was, and the fact that he's been allowed to be taken down in this way, and it seems like they're trying to do the same thing with Jay-Z. I think anytime something serious, substantial pops up, there's a concern for him to see if they're going to use this one thing to be that thing that does it. In the past position, I believe B and J, J and B. Now again, between B and J, here's the Torah again. The high priestess is holding the Torah. In reverse though. So anytime I see B and J, I think Rock Nation. If don't nobody cares, Brian Hill, with your incorrect grammar, then you wouldn't be here, and neither would however many people are currently here. So I removed you. You won't even see me saying this. Anytime I see the high priestess and when I'm reading anybody related to Rock Nation, this comes up as Rock Nation, because BJ, the element holding the law in between them, which would probably be their CEO, Desiree, because she used to be locked up. In reverse though. So if the high priest is in reverse, it does typically represent like not just secrets, but going behind someone's back to do something, set them up. I said this before. I got this and I didn't, I got this during and after I found out that my business partners were conspiring with each other. My business partners and friends were going behind my back, conspiring to cut me out of the business and using my best friend to do so, or who I thought was my best friend. But I didn't get it. I didn't get it because I was too close to the situation. But then when I kept seeing this afterwards, when I would read the situation after it happened, and I kept seeing this either in the crowning position, the so below, or in the past position, I was like, okay, they were having secret conversations, going behind my back in a malicious way. But the problem was, even then, the book of the law was in my lap because they were breaching our contract and breaking our contractual partnership agreement and some other laws that they broke. And so this gives me, yeah, they may have, I'm going to say that I believe that they did some things that included legal stuff in order to settle Tory Lanez and his situation with Megan Thee Stallion. In the near future, this is probably Anna Luna and whomever is on the defense of Tory Lanez. They are going to continue to talk. Now, I'm going to clarify this to see if this is presenting anything. Hey, Ethereal Beauty. But Anna is going to continue to use this. She's going to continue to provoke this um, situation here. She's going to continue to stoke the flames. I believe this is Anna, but I need to clarify who this is. I also wonder if any legal actions from Roc Nation are going to go out, like cease or desist, or if Roc Nation or Jay-Z and them are going to step up with their legal team to readdress the matter. Crowning Jay-Z is the Page of Swords in reverse, and so below is himself, the King of Wands in reverse. This would be Megan. At the time, and I only say Megan because it's a page, which are typically girls or young people, people that are young or early on in a certain space. And it's an air sign, and she is. This was Megan when she first signed, when he first got her. She was the Page of Swords because he had just got her. So she was the page. And because she wasn't a veteran in the game, and she was in in reverse because he had to get her or help her out of a legal situation with 5150. So she already came with some baggage, with some stuff that he overlooked and ignored because he was on his Jay-Z tip, his power tip, steamrolling 5150 and Carl, and doing it because he could son Carl and steal his artist from him. Ego and greed is in his so below position, and crowning him is him reflecting back to when he signed Megan. I see regrets about that. I see regrets because in his crowning position, that means he's thinking now, I believe, about the things that he should have really heeded to back then about her. The baggage that she came with, the fact that he had to poach her out of or help her get out of her deal, help her fund whatever he funded legally to help her get out, and then funding the machine behind her to try to, compete with Nicki Minaj. It's like I think he's having the same experience or the same regret that Atlantic had when I read them to see how they felt about Cardi B. They both, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, came with baggage. Cardi B's baggage is that she was not a rapper. She's not a musician. So they had to make her. Megan Thee Stallion, she had baggage from her other labels. So they had to fight for her. And then both of those girls got the machine behind them because they came in at a time where the industry was looking for, replicas of the Cardi B effect. But I think at some point, all of them, Jay-Z currently and Atlantic, as they filed for bankruptcy, had some sort of reflective moment. If not a regret, a reflective moment. All right. And here's Megan again. This is her recently coming out and addressing the situation. This is an air sign: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is her getting on her horse and choosing to address the situation herself. Now, where I have these cards at is this card is looking over at Jay-Z's card like this. And so I wonder if she got a phone call from the boss, or if she did so fully anticipating either him to look out for her or knowing that he was already not happy about this situation. So she said, fuck it. Megan might be in a situation, well, fuck it. What else I got to lose now? I feel like she feels like I might be ruined in this industry, so fuck it. She may have been told to shut up, or she may have had reason to believe that she shouldn't need to address it, because I believe people say, and I haven't seen this, but her attorney may have addressed the situation, and then she came out and released like herself at the strip club. She released the bikini line. So these were her PR. This was her PR stuff that she was doing while letting her representatives speak for her. So I believe that if no one told her not to say anything, then she had good reason to not say anything herself. And I think it's because they had her on a PR situation. She was doing the PR stuff. And some people, I heard that her representative addressed it for her. So this is maybe someone telling her or feeling like, and since this is Jay-Z's reading, I'm going to say maybe he feels like there was no reason for you to address this yourself. Listen, whether he did or didn't at this moment, because he's been sentenced to jail, so his debt to you is paid. No matter what he says, he's still locked up. So his debt to her is paid. The issue is, though, that this man has been stabbed and was on the brink of death. We haven't had any updates about his health, and she came out saying, Tory, leave me alone. Stop bothering me, you demon. And the man is laid up somewhere, hasn't said a word. He's stabbed. And so I think this is why some people, and maybe even Jay-Z, because this is in his reading, feels like you didn't have to do that because it doesn't look good. The man is literally, he's been stabbed. Okay. Let the PR, you do your PR stuff, get online at the strip club, high five your friends, release your business stuff, but don't accuse a man who has recently been stabbed, because it's right for people to empathize with him. It's not, they don't have to feel like it's right, but it's like it makes sense that people would. So in this case, the best way to go about it right now is to just do PR stuff and not have you be on the attack about it, because people are already literally saying that we had something to do with it, and then you go on an attack against him. So I don't think Jay-Z is happy about how she addressed the situation. Hopes and fears is the justice card. So obviously his hope is that whatever contacts he had in the Justice Department can still hold up. Whatever they did to get Tory Lanez locked up, I feel like he hopes it sticks. And the fear aspect of the hopes and fears position is the fear that the courts will deem it right, or give the green light to giving Tory his case another go. The outcome. King of Swords in reversed. See, the Jay-Z card is already here in reverse. Here's the King of Swords in reverse. If that's not Jay-Z or Megan, then I'm going to say Spiro has a problem, because that could be his attorney. Let me clarify this. Let me clarify that first. And that Anna, she's a Gemini, so this is her. She has the clout behind her to take down someone like the sun, like Jay-Z. Taryn, you said Tory Lanez's dad called out Spiro, however you pronounce it. King of Swords reverse outcome. Ten of Cups reverse. Five of Pentacles. Three of Wands. I would like to think, for one, because I'm going to have to ask Spirit exactly who this King of Swords is. For one, I think that, now let me ask, Spirit, who is this King of Swords in Jay-Z and Roc Nation's outcome? Eight of Wands. Someone possibly that speaks up for Jay-Z or Jay-Z himself. So if that's not Jay-Z, then this is his attorney. Somebody who defends Jay-Z. That could be his attorney. The problem is that I don't think that Anna is going to let this go easily. So she's going to continue to drive this. This may be a problem for Spiro, if this is Spiro, because she's a representative. So this isn't, what's his name, Busby? This isn't Busby. This isn't Unite the People. I'll ask Taryn why Luna cares so much. I'll ask that. And so I think that because Spiro, he's been windmilling for Roc Nation and all of their affiliates for a while now. And because of maybe what his part was in helping Tory Lanez be locked up, I think he has a problem now because he's not just up against an attorney who can't match his gangsta. He's up against a politician now who has the means to cut the legs off of whatever stand Jay-Z and Roc Nation have, and those legs would be Spiro, their attorney. So she has the means to be able to wage war first against Jay-Z's attorney, so that Jay-Z will be easy pickings once she destroys his attorney. And I think Spiro is looking like okay, this is a different situation here. I may have a problem. And I think both he and Jay-Z are sweating a little bit. If they have not sweated in any of the stuff that's been going on in their camp for the past few years, I think they're both sweating now, even if it's just a little bit. I think they got some perspiration on their foreheads, even if it's just a little bit, because this ain't Busby. This ain't Busby. I think she will look for where Spiro's bodies are buried. She will look for Spiro's body, because without him, Roc Nation is doomed, right? You know that they are a beast in the legal field. So without the Spiro team, Jay-Z is more vulnerable, not easy to protect. So she will, I believe, put the target on Alex, on Spiro. Spiro, I believe Anna will look for any bodies and bones you got in your closet or in your backyard. She will look it up. She will look up whatever you got going on, even if it means ex-employees, disgruntled employees, or associates. Because she feels like you were paid good money to take down someone. And she feels like without Spiro, Jay-Z really doesn't have that defense, that leg to stand on. I don't even think she's concerned about Beyonce. If anything, she may feel sorry for Beyonce. She may like Beyonce's music and kind of be a fan and feel bad for her because of what this means for Beyonce's household. She may be like, "Oh, sorry, B. Love the song, but gotta do it." Now, this Three of Pentacles may help me understand why she's doing this. Somebody wants Jay-Z. Like I said, the energy that took down Diddy wants Jay-Z. The energy or entities that took down Diddy, they want Jay-Z. Jay-Z hasn't supposed to been able to escape this much. And they feel like this situation with Megan is another opportunity. It's just like somebody handed them the opportunity to do it. It's a gift. The situation with that hot girl, Megan Thee Stallion, it's a gift. This was supposed to happen. He's supposed to be taken down too, but he's been able to avoid it. This Megan Thee Stallion situation can do it like the other situations can't. Now, who do you work for? Because I don't believe it's just, maybe it's just her who woke up and decided to do it, or maybe it's somebody behind her. I'll find that out too. 1 second. Oh, yes. Somebody more powerful is definitely behind them. The same ones that wanted new gatekeepers in the industry. New gatekeepers. Because the other ones had too much dirt. Other ones had too much dirt, and the political hands, the political power was changing hands. Old gatekeepers were a liability. It absolutely cleared the house. New administration, it has to be new gatekeepers because the old ones were liabilities. They done did too much dirt. I don't think that's the only reason, but I think that's one of them. Hi, Chiquita. Three of Pentacles. What is this? Uh, this has something to do with the Diddy situation. When they took Diddy down, they wanted Jay-Z with Diddy. Jay-Z's name, I don't know if it came out of Diddy's mouth or through Diddy's stuff. They thought they would be able to get something solid to take down Jay-Z. I think at first Diddy was courting the idea of telling on bigger people, but then when he saw that whatever he had to say wasn't enough to get him out. Plus, for some reason, Diddy told on little fish. He didn't tell on any big fish. He wouldn't do that unless it would get him out. And I don't believe Jay-Z was a big enough fish to turn over all the way. He might have said, yeah, you know, me and Jay-Z, we done did some stuff, but not nothing that they could get to take Jay-Z down for. You see, they've tried. But Diddy didn't give up anything that really, really, really could have took Jay-Z down, because he saw that it wasn't enough to get him out. Jay-Z wasn't enough to get him out, which lets me know that they probably have an angle that they're really confident on. This isn't an outcome for Diddy's trial. I just think that the prosecution felt confident with whatever angle they plan to approach this on, because giving up Jay-Z wasn't enough to get him out. Let me look at Knight of Swords, because that's Megan Thee Stallion speaking out. I think that Jay-Z, since this is a Sagittarius card, now this could be Megan wanting to defend herself, but I also kind of think that Jay-Z was like, we had all these other things in place going on to help you. Her being out at the strip club and then that being all over the blogs, that's a form of PR. Her releasing a swimsuit line, that's a form of PR. But a direct defense, I don't think that that's what they were, with a part of that rollout plan that they had. And I think it's because that defense, oh no, it looks like that offense that Megan took, or that defense Megan took, alluded to the fact that, and I said that lady is a Gemini, she's a Taurus because I checked her birthday. That may have been like a bluff to that lady. The way she defended herself, it's almost like everything that this lady, Anna Luna, has stated, you know, the gun residue, all the other stuff that they stated that were facts, it's as if Megan is saying even she is lying. And I think that no matter how Jay-Z feels, Jay-Z is smart and he's a businessman. He's dealt with politicians longer than Megan. So I think he feels like an assertive stance is not the way you go against someone like Anna Luna, who's a politician. Because in Just, Megan was saying that lady don't have shit. When Jay-Z is like, and she actually could, Megan, because there's something to be had. So we don't know just yet what she really has, which is why in Jay-Z's current position, he's just waiting for the receipts to be proven or given up in a legal way. He's ready for them to file something. But he's like, Megan, don't test that lady and go on the defense and start saying, no, Tory did stab me, when this lady, literally, this politician came out and said, but there's no gun. There's no evidence that his hand was on the gun. Megan is saying this lady is lying. And Jay-Z is like, Megan, shut up. Because that's going to put this lady on the defense to make her feel like, say less. I can prove it. And Jay-Z is like, there is something here, the moon card, that she could have. We don't know. So shut up. This is Megan putting her sword in her mouth. Look, here's where's my Seven of Wands, where I said she didn't have to take that stance because those other wands were the wands of stuff that they were doing to help her tell. Here, remember I said these were the other wands of stuff. They feel, he's not happy that Megan did that, put her foot in her mouth looking for a form of sympathy or looking to speak her form of the truth, because they have other stuff that they have planned to help her or to distract from things. That can bring, and this is Megan Thee Stallion, Star in reverse, because this is an Aquarius card. Star in reverse, Aquarius in reverse, death due to this investigation. They feel like, Megan, It's it's a wrap. Let me look into that high priestess in the past position that I said makes me feel like Rock Nation. I'm hungry. I done worked up another appetite. I'm gonna go finish my shrimp after this. Oh, Maggie, Daquan said it again. Poor Maggie. What's behind this high priestess in reverse in the past position? That gives me Rock Nation, working some woo to make a thing, or a thing not a thing, depending on which thing one, or thing two you're looking at this from. I don't know if his energy is ready for them to take him down, but I do think he's ready for some sort of resolution, because I do think he's tired. He's older and tired. I think he thought that his life would be at a different place by now. I thought that he probably just be enjoying golfing and riding bikes with his neighborhood neighbors, because I saw him in a bike riding club in his neighborhood. He was like the only black guy. They ride bikes to stay fit, because he's in his 50s. I think he saw himself just becoming a astute businessman in his later years, and kind of living it out the way rich, wealthy white businessmen do. Dressing down, enjoying the good things like neighborhood community events that their wealthy neighborhoods throw at their community centers. Going to the kids stuff anytime a problem comes up in business, handling it. But while at the kids recital, I think that's what he thought for himself. So I do think he's tired, because he's been trapping and rapping for all his life, seems like. High Priestess reverse. What is this? What does this mean in Jay-Z's energy? I think when they got on the scene, amongst other things that they saw, I think one of the biggest issues is that Megan was drunk that night. Whoever they said arrived on the scene, that was a label executive. I think when they got on the phone with Rock Nation or Jay-Z, reporting live to give their report from what they saw happening, they was like, listen, this is going to be a problem, because she's drunk again. She's drunk again, and it looks like her and that friend of hers, Kelsey, were fighting. They're still definitely drunk. We got to do something. So stuff start getting delegated, because the 10 of Wands in reverse is called delegating tasks. So one person doesn't go down for all this weight. Delegating. Get our detectives out here, our people on LAD payroll. Have them contact anybody who has a vantage point from their window of this. Talk to the ambulance, talk to the doctor, slip everybody's, delegating. They got to the scene, saw that it was some drunken foolishness with one of their artists, and start delegating. With some legal help. That clarifies that this woo, this black magic that's in Jay-Z's past position with Rock Nation, and some legal help. They got there and they saw that Megan was drunk and Kelsey was drunk, and it looked like it was a fight, but the main person involved was their artist. Problem was, she was drunk and Kelsey was drunk, so they start delegating. And then there's Tory Lanez case and Megan's justice. But behind the high priestess reverse, some secrecy, some manipulation, some woo. There's Megan and Kelsey not going down for the fight. Here's Tory Lanez and them saying that Tory did it. He's a Leo. There's the tower, the shot, the gun. But these two women here, these people, one person was more important than the other one, though. So this will be Jay-Z stepping in to help because he has his hand on this staff. And then Kelsey, she benefits by proxy, but they don't have the staff on her. So they're not pulling strings for Kelsey. They're pulling strings for Megan, but in reverse. And it's in reverse because it's like everybody feels like things that conspired that night started with these two, yet these two are the only ones who aren't facing any consequences. But Tory Lanez, who's upright in the sun position, riding that white horse and butt booty naked, meaning innocence and purity, was the sacrifice that night. That's what I believe. And so good luck to Alex Spiro, because you're going to need it, buddy. And yes, for a consultation or for any services, there is a reparation fee for your ass. And it will involve not railroading Tory Lanez again. But if Spiro, you can save yourself. If you're my client, then I can help you save yourself. If you want me to help save you and your client, well then that's a lot of money. But I think it can be done. I've surprised myself at what I can do. Anyways. So that's where I feel like Jay-Z is standing on this. And actually, I think Spiro is having the biggest palpitation right now in his chest cavity. Because this politician is wise enough and resourceful enough to be like, all right, I know how to fight this. Because y'all got more power than everybody else that's come for you. Hey, Spiro. Hey, old friend. We have the same friends, don't we? We go to the same country club, don't we? Now let me ask why Luna is taking up this cause, because Taryn has asked. And some people want to know, the fuck is she in it for? Is she up for some big political move that the black delegation would support her in if she were to get some justice for Tory Lanez? Or is she just somebody that's saying, shit, I can do it. I'm a woman. Diddy got a whole bunch of woman attorneys because they know how that looks. When women are the accusers, but a woman is defending the accused. Spirit, when it comes to Anna Luna, Representative Anna Pauline Luna, why is she taking on the cause of Tory Lanez justice? Why? What are her intentions? What are her motivations for taking on this case and this cause for Tory Lanez? Jay-Z, your reparation fee for a consultation and service won't be as much as Spiro because he's white. You got black ancestors, so you come see me. Don't have Spiro come see me on your behalf because I'm going to tax his ass, and in return, he going to tax you. So you got to come to me directly so you don't get double taxed by Spiro. Just kidding. Them people ain't studying me. I just be talking trash. All right, Spirit. Why has Representative Anna Luna come out in support of Tory Lanez? There's a benefit in it for her. Somebody on the back end paid her. Somebody higher up does want this to happen, and somebody incentivized her to take this on. A man or an entity in the law. This entity has an interest in trying to get Jay-Z. For any past wrongs and doings that they can find or make stick on him. He gets out of one situation and then he's going to go into another one until they can make something stick. Because they want Jay-Z. Now, I see that they want him for things that he's done past and present, but what their interest is, I'm not sure. Because they see Jay-Z as a bad guy. This is somebody who can incentivize Miss Luna. So it's somebody who also holds the scales of justice in their hands. They were unsuccessful at taking down all the black people that they want to take down. Jay-Z, you're one of them. Dirk, Diddy, Shannon Sharp. Jay-Z, you're one of the ones that they want to take down. And you're not supposed to get away. Let me see. Let me look into this Six of Pentacles. Spirit, who's incentivizing Miss Luna? The Ten of Cups. Page of Swords. Sagittarius. Ooh. Behind that Ten of Cups, the Devil. Drunk delegating. Not supposed to be in jail. Spirit, why? Why? I see an incentive here, but why? Why do they want to support Tory to take Jay-Z down? What is the heart of the matter, of the motive? Two of Pentacles. Any other time I would see a settlement, money. What if it's someone Jay-Z's in business with? When Jay-Z poached Megan, and then Jay-Z and what company did they also sign with? Rock Nation is her manager. There's a bigger entity, though. Who are they? Not UMG. No, it's not Nikki that's doing this. Hold on. What's the other company that... Warner. What if... Hypothetical. What if... No, I'm not talking Live Nation. I'm talking about Warner. What if Warner... I think that someone that Jay-Z does or has done business with, like a partnership, as it relates to Megan, I think that they may see Megan as a liability and may see Jay-Z defending Megan as a liability. I do see a loss of money. I think somebody that Jay-Z went into business with to make Megan the star. Hold on before because I'm just approaching this. Let me dig around for a second. Let me look into this Two of Pentacles. I think that somebody that is involved, one of the entities involved in the business of Megan the Stallion, someone that's on equal footing or greater footing than Jay-Z, feels like she should have been let go of or wanted their like, let me cut my losses, something like that. King of Pentacles. Ooh. It feels like they would rather take Jay-Z, somebody would rather take Jay-Z down before he takes them down with them. Diddy had a lot of powerful people by the balls when he got locked up. I ain't talking about celebrities. I'm talking about entities, because when he got locked up, all of those entities that were helping him or using him for their enterprise were concerned about his legal situation and how that would affect them. So in like and in kind, I think that there are entities that Jay-Z does business with that are also looking at him like, I'd rather get rid of him, because we can't just say, hey, Jay-Z, we're in these contracts with you, but you're hot right now, so we don't want to do business with you anymore. That's going to tie them up into lawsuits with Jay-Z, and he's going to be trying to get money from them for breach of contracts. But if he has a scandal that takes him down, somebody's concerned, I think, that Jay-Z and his troubles is a liability. And because this Megan Thee Stallion situation is here, I truly believe that it's someone who knows the lengths that they may have gone through and are concerned about that, considering there's a new administration who's on some new shit. This is too much of a liability to have in Jay-Z's closet. Now, after this, it will be addressed. Whatever happens, it'll be put to rest after this. Like, I don't think it can get any more steam after this. So whether it takes him down or whether it frees him from the chains of this Tory Lanez situation, I think that some parties involved are like, well, we're going to do it and then let the chips fall where they may. Either this is going to loose him and settle that situation once and for all, or this is going to take him down. But either way, this is an elephant in the room. Trump said he was investigating Beyonce. Listen, I think there are some entities that Jay-Z does business with, and when Diddy went down, those more powerful white people that they thought were their buddies were like, listen, these nakers are going to take us down with them, and we don't want them being able to leverage us with the feds when they get taken down. So it's best we support them going down, down, baby, up street in a Range Rover, sweet sweeper, baby, hot shit, and then let it go. Chimmy Cocoa, what? Behind this It's somebody that is in business with Jay-Z musically, or, and again, because that's the Megan Thee Stallion card. This case and Diddy, everybody's pulling back now, especially with Jay-Z. Whoever is invested in this, Jay-Z, it's somebody that you did business with. They want to be able to walk away from you scot-free, from whatever dealings they have with you scot-free. They don't want to have to cut ties with you and then fight, and then you fight them in court by suing them about contracts. So that's why Miss Luna is here, because somebody, an entity or a conglomerate incentivized it, I believe, for her, because there's somebody that Jay-Z has been in the bed with business-wise that feels like he's a liability, as well as a lot of other people that were affiliated with Diddy. And like I said, it's Megan Thee Stallion situation, but before then, it was the young girl the lady who said she was young when she had, like, it's just one thing after the next. And it may be that way for a while. And now Spiro is tied, bitch. He been windmilling, and right now Anna done got tagged in, and now Spiro's like, bitch, y'all, oh, goddamn, time out, goddamn, time out. But Miss Luna was like, nah, I'm just getting in. My face just got oiled up. They've been rubbing my shoulders. Hold on. That's her in the ring getting jumped in. She's like, I'm just getting started, though. I thought you was a big, bad beast out here. Oh, you can't fight nobody your own size. Oh, that's what it is. That's how Anna feel. She feel like, oh, you tired? You scared? Because you know I got the resources to dig up your shit, Spiro. And Spiro is like, God damn it, Jay-Z, now you finna take me down. Fucking with you niggers. They done pulled out the sexy white woman. And she's young and spirited. She look good. So people gonna listen to her. Can't nobody comb her, because her hair's laid. Makeup beat. Can't nobody hackle her. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She got energy because she young. She younger than me. And she's got a bright future and career that she's trying to make brighter. And these people are going to help her. They're going to pay her for her time. And if she gets a big win out of this, then hey, shoot off into the stars, big mama. Not Sissy follow Anna Luna, because not she getting stands saying free Tory. Oh boy. She spoke with Tory and that his spirit remains unbroken and he's deeply grateful for the opportunity to prove his innocence. Okay. Y'all get these facts fast. I can't keep up with y'all. Not an Anna Barb. Sissy Barbie says she's an Anna Barb now. Lord, Anna done got her own little fan base, her own following. Anna, once you start making fans like this, don't fuck up. Because your fans and your supporters will eat you alive. And Sissy is a Barb, so she used to eating bitches alive on the account of another bitch. Azalea spoke on Meg Crash Out 2 today and went in. Now, if I say I like Azalea Banks' music, y'all not going to like me, but I like Azalea Banks' music. I liked her when she first came out. And I've noticed everybody behind her that sounds inspired by her. Doechii. I remember Doechii saying that she had a little inspiration from Azalea. And I remember hearing Doechii when she first came out. And I was like, you hear Azalea got a son. But she wouldn't say that now. But It's the first thing I noticed when I ever heard any song by Doechii. I absolutely was like, uh-uh. That's Azalea Banks. Hold on now. But I guess I digress. We good here, you guys? I mean, I guess Doechii said, well, Azalea left this lane wide open, so I might as well capitalize on it because she had something going there. So, thank you all for joining me. I'm not going to be here for long because I got to be back here tomorrow. And I literally just finished a ceremony for someone before I hopped on live. So, I am tired. I thank you all for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow at my usual time, 6 o'clock, for my usual live and my members seance afterwards. Members, we're going to call up Diamond and Tianda Bradley. If you don't know about that case, I'll catch you up. But if you feel free, just Google them. I don't know who I'm going to be reading on my public live tomorrow, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out sometime before tomorrow, and I'm actually famished with these celebrities and their drama. So I don't know what tomorrow reading's gonna be on, but I almost need a break from these celebrities because they got a lot going on right now. At least like the popular ones. All right, with that being said, I love you all. God bless you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I send you off with blessings. And may the rest of your week be prosperous. May it be peaceful. May you not catch any charges, and may no charges catch you. Get some. Be safe. Get money, bitch.